world is gone crazy, and we have the prescription for sanity.
We're live, Capo.
It's time to take your meds.
We got a good one today, man.
Audio meds.
It's your boy DJ Bobby Hustle.
Capo.
The Connectors. We have a special guest on the line.
Super dope artist.
We're going to play some games. We're going to have some fun. First question. Who was the first rapper to turn actor? I was close on that one.
Audio meds. Take two and chill.
He already coming in with the bars.
Yo, what's good, my good people? It's your boy, DJ Bobby Hustling, my guy.
Capo.
The Connect, guaranteed to get your plug, 1999. We back again on another Tuesday with another dope show, man. It's about to be awesome. We got a dope person, gonna play some games, gonna have some fun. Yo, Capo, who we got today, bro?
Man, Bobby, you already know, man. I always get hype around this time because we always have fucking dope guests on Audio Meds. That's no big fucking clue, man. But today is special, bro. Today I'm hyped because we have a man of many talents. My man hails from NYC, the Bronx to be specific. You may have heard him on one of your favorite radio shows as a radio personality, from terrestrial radio to Shade 45. He's also a director. He shot over 130 fucking videos for some of your favorite artists such as Fetty Wap, Styles P, Jadakiss, Wale, Dave East, just to name a few. My man's a publisher of a magazine, a booking agent, and he's also a fucking producer, and he's sick at that shit. He's also an artist. And he's got fucking bars. None of that fucking sugar water shit. My man has got real bars, and we're going to listen to some of that today. From interviews on Hot 97 as an artist to DJing live at Madison Square Garden as a guest for the New York Knicks. Hold on. Also, you might have also seen this man on A&E for the fucking Underworld show slanging nutcracker drinks straight out the motherfucking trunk, because my man is what you call a fucking hustler. He defines the fact of a fucking entrepreneur. That's my guy, and I need y'all to make some noise for the infamous Amadeuz.
Hey! Amadeuz.
We could have kept going too, because the list don't stop, bro.
That was the best intro I ever had in my life, man.
Yo, the list just keeps going and going. I swear to God, bro. You got so much shit going on, man. How you doing though, man?
Yo, chilling, man. I'm just staying out the way and just, minding my business and, adjusting to the new way of that we're going to be doing things, especially as media people. It's like weird. It's like one day we outside and next day we just got to readjust.
Yeah, that's real shit. So you've been focusing a lot of your, as far as the media goes, like you've been focusing more online, of course, right?
Yeah, I mean, the only motherfucker, we can curse here, right? Can we curse?
Yeah.
So
she wants to
say?
The only motherfuckers that's going to survive this shit on the other side is niggas that, are able to switch their whole business to online. You know what I mean? Relying on too much physical, you see what happened, you know what I mean? So now it's about switching over and just getting the online shit, fully operational.
Real shit. And you're out there like in NYC where that shit was really like, that shit was crazy for a minute, man. And I mean, I know it's died down a little bit, but I mean, how did that shit really affect everything that you had going on?
Yeah, I mean, I live in Pennsylvania, you know what I mean? But
okay.
I'm from New York, and, everything is in New York, Sirius XM to New York, so it fucked everything up, you know what I mean? Multiple bags got fucked up with, gigs, and then obviously how we broadcast on the radio, but thank God for platforms like Skype and Zoom where we're still able to, to move around. But I ain't gonna lie, shit was scary. It was like Walking Fucking Dead, watching the news every fucking day, seeing people that's close to you catching this COVID shit. You know what I mean? And thank God they turned that shit around. New York has the fucking lowest infection rate in the whole country right now.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So thank God it could have been a lot worse.
Right.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Bobby, we can't hear you, man.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
There I am. Okay. Just making sure. Check 1, check 2. Yeah, man. So, if man, you was in New York, you seen it head first, so it's a lot going on. And I don't like to use the C word, the conspiracy theory word, but if you've seen the show, we dig deep into the rabbit hole and we talk about some stuff and teach you some things that you didn't even know that you need to know. So I think we're about to get into it right now. Take a trip with me, Ev. Take a trip.
It's time to take a trip head first down the rabbit hole where you learn some shit you didn't even know. You didn't even know.
Yeah, all right. So, if you've seen the show before, then you know that we go down the rabbit hole and we be digging up some crazy stuff. And today is no different. So, we all love money and we love what money can do for us. So that's what we're talking about today a little bit. So we're talking about the new quantum financial system, aka QFS, also known as the global currency reset. So this new quantum financial system, or QFS, runs on a quantum computer that's based on an orbiting satellite and is protected by a secret space program to prevent it from being hacked. So the purpose of the QFS is to put an end to the cabal, corruption, and manipulation in the banking world. So some folks say that the global currency reset was set in motion with the current pandemic that we're now in, and the next steps would be the implementation of a global digital stable coin backed by platinum and other precious metals, and it's all on an AI-powered blockchain. And if you're not into crypto, I'm not going to get too nerdy, but it's basically built on crypto, and a lot of people are saying that if you're into crypto, you know what I'm talking about, that Ripple's XRP is going to be used to provide the liquidity to it. So my question to you, is, when it comes down to your money, who do you trust more, a human or a computer?
I trust my mattress. Straight up.
Hey.
I trust my mattress, but I mean, we've seen so many things develop since the days of PayPal, obviously, and now with Cash App, everything is transferred. And I ain't gonna lie, since the pandemic, I ain't touched no money in like 4 or 5 months, so I could definitely see some shit like that going down where they positioning us to not have cash and kind of move forward whatever their agenda is. We know everybody got an agenda. Mm-hmm. We just gotta figure out how to stay ahead of it.
Right. That's a smart move. You got to stay ahead of the play, man.
There we go.
My man said, my mattress.
mattress right. Money.
The mattress never let you down, you heard?
That's the same shit I was saying. I trust myself, dog. Give me that money.
Baby. Fuck that.
If it ain't in your hands, it ain't yours.
That's it. So I mean, dog, you're a man of many hats. You do a ton of shit, from shooting videos, DJing, artists, all kinds of stuff, producing. What came first for you, man?
Rapping was first. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know I had 3 deals. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I was signed to Columbia, Universal, and Def Jam. When Def Jam had first started their digital platform. And then it was just, I found myself in a position where I was just like a lot of other artists, where I got a bunch of motherfuckers around me that don't know how to do shit but rap. You know what I mean? So I just decided, I ain't know nobody in the game. I ain't grew up around nobody in the game. And I just, worked my way in. We started with modeling, because, sex sells. So we got a bunch of chicks from my block. And then that shit led to magazine and video. And then ultimately National Geographic, where I was discovered by Lord Sear on Sirius XM, and here I am now on Shade 45 now.
Okay.
Dope. So from give it up, man. So from pushing was that the Nutcracker joint?
Yeah. The Nutcracker is basically like, if you're from New York, it's like urban moonshine. So like, instead of you like, you know what I'm saying, copping a bottle for $60, $70. You go to the hood, you go to one of these Dominican spots. It started really in the Chinese restaurants. You go to a Chinese restaurant, pay $10, they give you some liquor in a cup. And then what we did, we just took that and threw it in the streets and made it our own shit. But I became so ill working in media with the film and the mag that I learned something called search engine optimization. And SEO is what got National Geographic to find me. Because when you search, Nutcrackers, New York, my shit will pop up first. And that's how that whole thing happened. And motherfuckers DM me on Facebook. I'm like, fuck, National Geographic.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you said that, search engine optimization. Just listening to you say that lets me know that you're a little bit up on your tech game. And like, a lot of people don't understand, like, this is 2020 going forward, man. So you got to be on this tech stuff. And like, the SEO is like, that's the new hustle. You can sell anything from sex pills to your t-shirts. If you know SEO, it's a skill. Like using a saw.
You got to not only be up on that SEO, but you also got to be up on them backlinks too. Like when you got articles popping off, you know what I'm saying? You backlink your article to other articles, because sometimes when people write shit about you, like I got 100 articles online, but you can't find some of these shits because they don't know about backlinks. You got to link an article to another article. Like Google likes that type of shit, so you got to be up on your game, especially moving forward. And you know it's the future, so we got to get futuristic on them.
Hey, real talk right there. Real talk. That's some ghetto tech shit right there. Hey,
I gotta tell you a real quick story, man. Like when last time I was up there in New York fucking with you, man, and I came back and I don't know what happened. I don't know if they were doing a rerun or what, but I seen that show and I was like, I was like, what, yo? I was like, yo, that's Amadeuz, dog. Like, I had no clue, bro. That shit was so crazy to see where you started and where you're at now, man. Like, just that grind.
And that was real like shit. Like I was really in the streets. Like the nutcracker shit was just my way to stay in touch with the people. But the reality is, when I was shooting these videos for these artists, I'm shooting Rick Ross video, Fetty Wap. You know, 12 o'clock, liquor store closed. Ain't no liquor. You got 100 people on the set. You know what I'm saying? Styles P video. I shot Dave East's first video, Jay Crit, bunch of people. So anyway, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. Let me take this nutcracker hustle I had in the street and bring it to the video set. And that's what really got it lit. You know what I mean? I was selling to all the celebrities too. You know what I'm saying? But everything you saw on National Geographic, that was really my life. But I guess I'll end it off with saying that in life, you got to be willing to take risks, because on the other side of the risk, there may be a reward for you. You see what I'm saying? And me going on that Geo, my mom, everybody thought I was bugging the fuck out. And they going on National Geographic, no mask. But look, you know what I mean? Sirius XM found me, and now I'm in a much better place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fucking dope, dog. From taking that risk, man. So with all this shit that you do, and I know you have to have a passion for all of it, but where is your heart at really? Like, what is the one thing, if right now you could say, you know what, I don't have to do any of this other shit because this one thing right here is gonna provide for me and my family. Which one of these things would you pick, man?
I mean, it would definitely be rapping. I think I'm best at rapping and creating music. But the only shit is, you know, in 97, that would have been the case. But now in 2020, the way music has changed so much, and it's not even so much that it's changed as much. It's just being fed on the viewer that this is what it is, when it's really not like that. And anyone with any sort of intelligence could just look it up themselves and look at Billboard and look at this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, but radio, I gotta say, definitely, like, doing this type of shit is the ultimate thing that's gonna get, you know, the family fed and be able to provide for others as well as myself.
Okay. Real shit. That's I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal, is to feed the fam, man. But I just had to ask you, because I know it's like with people, because I do a lot of shit too. I have a lot, I'm always multitasking, but you know, there's always that one thing that's like, man, if I could just sit my ass down and just focus on this one thing, I would love to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of that energy goes. So you were talking about, you know, the music, and I have to ask you this, man, because, you know, the type of music you make is grimy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't hear a lot of that shit no more. Like, a lot of it is so watered down now, and a lot of people are trying to really fit into what everybody else is doing. And when it comes to music right now, it seems like there is no borders. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 90s, you could really tell when an artist was from New York or from LA or wherever. Yeah. So how do you feel about when people come out and say that, like, New York rap or New York rappers don't have a New York sound anymore? How do you feel about that, man?
I fucking agree with them 1,000,000%. And I'm the first one on the front lines saying that shit. Like, when you hear a West Coast artist, you hear like a Tiger, you hear anybody, G-Eazy, Mustard. As soon as I hear the instrumentation, I know them niggas is from the West Coast. When I hear Atlanta artists like Gunna and Young Thug, I know they from Atlanta, Miami, Texas, no matter what. It's like New York. It's like, I don't know where motherfuckers is from. I don't know if they from Chicago. I don't know if they from, you know what I'm saying, here and there. But I will say, I interviewed Capone and Daz Dillinger recently. And he made a good point where he was like, New York is such a melting pot that there's so many niggas that come to New York from so many different places that eventually they just kind of caught on to the shit. But it all starts with radio, and it all starts with, you know, what the higher ups agenda they pushing on the artists. Period. Because I tell you what, I love Atlanta. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your man from, I love Atlanta. I was in Atlanta 8 times last year. I would move to Atlanta. And I was surprised at how many motherfuckers were spitting bars in Atlanta, or how many brunches I went to, and they was playing 90s R&B and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm shocked. Like, a lot of niggas out there really be rapping, and they remember Atlanta too is from the Outkast and Dungeon Family.
Exactly.
They was all rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's just really about just someone coming out and really just bringing that New York shit back to where it needs to go.
Yo,
real
Imp,
shit.
one time for Imp in New York, man. Hey, real talk, my brother. Yo, Imp, man, you dropping some knowledge, man. You know, you talking about the SEO, the backlinks. A lot of people don't even know that computer shit. You know, you understand how the higher ups manipulate the game. So you got some wisdom, some brains. You know a lot of stuff. So
I know where you're going with it.
You know where I'm going with this? If you've seen the show, then it's time.
That's right, it's time for Street Smarts Trivia Game with your hosts, DJ Bobby Hustle and Capo the Connect. Guaranteed to get your plug.
All right. It's that time. If you've seen the show before, then you know this is the time where we play the game. A little Street Smarts Trivia. We're going to see if our guy, the infamous Amadeuz, is smarter than your average rapper on a pint of lean. So, we're going to play a little bit of trivia. We're going to play a little bit of trivia. Yeah, right. So, so we're going to start with a little bit of hip-hop history. Basically, we're just going to ask you a question. All you got to do is give us an answer.
That easy.
All right, first one. What rapper went by the name A-Sign Unique before changing it and reaching massive success? Was it A, Havoc, B, Old Dirty Bastard, or C, AZ?
Alright, I'm not really sure the answer, but I'm gonna go with B, because your man Old Dirty Bastard will always say like A-Sean and all that God body type of wave. So I'm gonna go with B.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct. That is B, Old Dirty Bastard. Before Russell Tyrone Jones was known as Old Dirty Bastard or ODB, he went by the moniker.
Boy, he said it. I'm the one-man army A-Sean.
There you go.
So we listen.
He actually, his last album that was supposed to drop was called A-Son. And they ended up scrapping the album, man, because he got dropped. Which is sad. I wonder what the fuck happened to that album. They should at least give it to the people, man.
Right.
Yeah. Apparently, they got a whole bunch of Old Dirty records, but they just don't own the publishing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of artists, a lot of publishing shit going on. But RP Old Dirty and what he meant to Brooklyn was just, it was super impactful. You know what I mean?
Real talk. Speaking of publishing and speaking of lyrics, Capo, I think this is your favorite category.
Man, who said that shit?
All right, so we're going to read you a song lyric, and you just tell us who said that shit.
All right,
here we go. First one. I lay your head on my chest and feel my heartbeat. We can park the Jeep, pump Mob Deep, and just spark the leaf. It's hard to creep since I found Joe. Every pretty round brown hoe want to go down low. Who said that shit?
Man.
He knows it.
He threw a curveball.
He knows that shit.
Yo, put that shit up back on the screen.
Okay.
I don't know. Fucking
Every pretty round brown hoe want to go down low.
It sound like some Luda shit. I'm probably wrong, but it sound like some Luda shit. And if I'm wrong, he said it in one song. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna post it on my IG.
Okay, is that your final answer? Is that your final answer?
Yeah. Final answer, yeah.
Final answer. It was Big Pun! Come on, man.
Take two and call me in the morning.
Right?
Yes, come on, man.
I thought he had that one. I thought he had
okay.
it. That was yeah.
It was me. I said it wrong. I didn't have the feng shui. I'm sorry.
The feng shui. If you read it with the same cadence, it would be too easy, bro. You gotta read it that way. Everybody would know that shit.
It's okay.
I mean, reading it, that's from that's still not a play or pun. I should have known that shit, but you know what I mean. But to my defense, when I DJ at Shade 45, I be so tapped in with like the underground records now. Like I used to play like a lot of commercial records, but now I try to go more for like the album cuts and try to pull shit out the shit. So you know, a record like that I haven't heard in a while, like the singles and shit.
Okay. Yeah, but that's why I be tapping in every time you playing, bro, because I already know you gonna play them fucking the classics that no one knows about. You know what I'm saying? Like the classics that the real hip hop heads know about.
Right.
But like not mainstream. Mainstream is like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I love that shit, bro.
Okay. We're gonna give you a chance.
Super bad right now.
It's all good. We're gonna give you a chance to redeem yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like you like me. We from the hood, man. You from the hood. We all grew up watching hood classics. So I'm gonna play you a movie clip, and all you gotta do is just tell us what movie it is.
All right, I ain't a big movie guy, but let's do it.
Uh-oh.
Now this is what you call a hood classic.
Tomorrow morning, I'll get up nice and early, take a walk down over to the bank, and walk in and see you. And if you don't have my money for me, I'll crack your fucking head wide open in front of everybody in the bank. And just about the time that I'm coming out of jail, hopefully, you'll be coming out of your coma. And guess what?
Ooh. Come on.
Crack your head
Come on.
again.
Come on.
Your man Joe Pesci's going in.
Yeah, he knows the actor.
Okay, what movie is it?
Too bad that's not the question.
I would say definitely Joe Pesci. It's either Goodfellas or Casino.
Pick one.
Not
the obvious.
Say, I'm gonna go with Casino.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That's what it was. Casino 1995. Good job.
I love that part. He goes, because when I come out of jail and you come out of a coma, crack your head again because I'm fucking stupid like that.
That was the hip hop god saving me.
Yeah. It's all right. Okay, last one for this round. Last one for this round. So, you know, them boys is out there crazy.
Excuse me, I'm going to need to see some identification.
So this is what we call ID check. We're going to read you a government name. You just tell us who it is. All right. My government name is Jason Terrence Phillips. Am I A, Jules Santana, B, Jada Kiss, or C, Ja Rule?
You guys purposely picked this one because everybody say I sound like the guy. So of course I'm going to know this motherfucker. Jada Kiss B.
Final answer. All right. Yes, that's your boy Jada Kiss.
Fucking got the ID though. Why the ID? The do-rag. That's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Yo. Hey, how many did he get, Bobby?
Okay, let's see. Let's do his tally. He
was 2 for 2?
Mr. Fat Joe, and he got the casino. He got the ID check, and yeah, he missed the pun. He only missed that one, really. Yeah.
How I missed pun though, man?
That's the one that mattered.
Yo, it's all good. We got another round coming up closer to the end of the show, man. But real quick, I want to get back into this interview, man, because you got a lot of shit going on. You do a lot of shit. And one thing that interests me about what you do, man, is, and I've interviewed a lot of people, but bro, you've interviewed some fucking legends. And like real quick, talk about the Infamous Hour real quick, and then let the people know about that. But who would you say is one of your most interesting interviews that you've had so far?
Wow. I would say the best interview was Kool G Rap. And because I have a personal relationship with Kool G Rap, and Kool G Rap doesn't do that many interviews.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say Kool G Rap undoubtedly would probably be the best one. Jeezy was pretty good too. Jeezy was dope, you know what I mean? And I like interviewing Jeezy because you know, we like to show love to real lyricists, and like I was saying a little bit before, like Atlanta has real lyricists, you know what I'm saying? And Jeezy, you know, he represented that trap era, but he was talking some shit. He was talking them Atlanta bars, you know what I mean? So I would say Kool G Rap and Jeezy, definitely those two would be the best ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever had an interview that you felt like I need to end this shit right now?
Yeah, the last one with Daz and Capone. I ain't gonna lie. And facts, keep it 100. I love them niggas, but I think Daz had too much of that moon rock shit. Man, that nigga was high as fuck, bro. Like that shit was throwing me off. And I had a lot of questions for him too, because one of the things, me as an interviewer, I don't prepare my interviews. So I just go off of the energy. But with Capone and Daz, like I know so much. I was such a big West Coast fan, and Capone and Nori, like I said. And there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to ask Daz, but I couldn't really get it out of him because he was just high as shit, you know what I mean? So he was kind of like giving me the quick answers, you know what I mean? And that kind of threw off the cadence of the interview a little bit. So I would say the last one definitely would probably be that.
Did you ever, because I know you did some work with fucking Mobb Deep and Prodigy. Prodigy. Did you ever get to interview him, or was that before you were really doing the media thing?
Nah, I interviewed Prodigy. He was on the cover of my magazine.
That's right.
Magazine, Volume 3.
That's
right. And Havoc produced a record on my last EP, Any Day Now, the prelude called The Reason.
Wow.
So, and of course, you know what I mean, even my name is an OD to Mobb Deep. You know what I mean, the infamous Mobb Deep. Yep. You know, the Inphamus Amadeuz is directly through that. And, you know, I ain't afraid to tell no one that, because I was super highly inspired by not only them, but the whole Queens movement. Being from the Bronx, we didn't really have that many niggas. You know, we had Pun, Joe, of course, KRS-One, but not in the 90s. We didn't really have it. And watching what they were doing in Queens from Nas and Mob and this and that, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely Prodigy, man. You know, RP to Prodigy. And I shot Prodigy's last music video as well before he died.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I almost forgot, but yeah, his last music video, Don't Touch My Crown, him, Nutso, and Big Twin. It was his final piece of work before he left us in his untimely death.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I got to interview him too, man, and we crazy story, man. After I interviewed him, we all left. They left at the same time because we had a concert after that, and we all left the hotel at the same time. I took a left. Me and one of my other camera guys, we took a left. And all of our other guys took a right for some reason, and Mobb Deep got swarmed by fucking ATF.
Oh,
yeah, bro. I missed that shit by like a hair, bro. But they got swarmed by ATF. They took everybody out the car, put them on the ground with guns and shit. Shit was wild, man. But yeah, no, I got to experience that, and that's one thing that I was a super fan as well growing up, man. So that was one of the things. I had a ton of questions. And it was super interesting, man. And that's one thing you got to love about doing this shit, man, is interacting with people that maybe influenced you as a kid coming up. Man.
Yeah, especially when, you know, we were talking a little bit before about like the boom bap and the bars not being in the forefront. A lot of guys are making music. You know what I'm saying? Fredro Starr just dropped the album. Edie Amin got an album from the Outlaws. Everyone I've interviewed on the show, I'm interviewing Busy Bone next week. They got an album coming out. Goody Mob, the week after that, they got an album coming out. But they're not recognized by the outlets. You know what I'm saying? They're not recognized. So that's why, you know, me, myself, Boom Bap Nation, I know you guys do it, a few others. You know what I'm saying? We just got to recognize, because if you would look on social media, you would think that none of these guys exist.
Exactly.
You don't think none of these guys are around. All you see is little baby, little this, little that. But, you know what I'm saying? Well, what about the guys that paved the way before them?
Yeah. And I think it's extremely important, man, that we keep them alive, man, because, you know, I think people always say hip hop is a young man's sport. But I think at the same time, it's like hip hop alone is a really young genre. And now that we're starting to have some of the artists that are getting into their, you know, 60s and 70s and shit, you know, it's up to us to keep them alive so that we can keep providing for them, and that we can grow like rock and roll and all these other genres where we have old artists still touring and still selling merch and all that shit, man. Like, super important, man.
Well, in order for that to happen, though, it's time to start having a conversation that we got to start breaking hip hop down into genres like rock and roll. Right, you know, rock and roll has, you know, heavy metal, classic, country, like they have all these different genres. So with hip hop, it's definitely time to start having that conversation. We need the Miami bass. We need what's left of the trap sound, because the trap sound is not around anymore either. You know, West Coast, we need boom bap. We need these type of things so we can start categorizing what is what and give the fans an identity to look forward to, because everything is put in one pot and it's unfair to everyone. It's not only the boom bap guys, it's unfair to the Miami-based artists that may be trying to come up, or some of the West Coast guys that may be in that hyphy lane, or the Midwest. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we got to start recognizing this.
Right.
Real shit. Bobby, speaking of music, speaking of bars.
So I was just about to say, man, like, you sound real New York. Like, it's no question where you from as soon as you walk into a room and you start talking, you know. So you got this record that you sent us, bro, still Infamous. I checked it out, and I was just going to catch a snippet of it, but I couldn't stop listening to it. Like, I'm from the South, born in Kentucky, grew up in Tennessee, live in Atlanta, grew up listening to 8-Ball, MJG, Kingpin, Skinny Pill, you know, UGK, just all those different Southern artists. But, like, I listened to your record, and I really fuck with it, even though it's real New York. So, like, the video's dope. So, like, with this record, so give us a little bit about how you made that magic and how it came about.
Yeah, you know, when I decided to do the Any Day Now, especially with the position I'm in, you know, I have such a voice and a big platform at Shade 45. So I wanted to make sure that the message I was, and also I do a lot of work in the underground, put a lot of unsigned artists on the radio in the pandemic. I put 39 unsigned artists on Shade 45. I put, you know, 100 and something other artists on the radio. So I preach this message of bars and content, because as an artist, you got to be able to have well-rounded music. So again, with this type of project, exactly what you said is exactly the reason why I did it. As soon as the instrumentation hit, you know it's from New York. As soon as you hear me talk, you know it's from New York. And that was just the vibe that I was going for in general. I didn't want it to sound like it was nowhere else except the city that I'm from.
Real talk. Yeah. Well, without further ado, new music.
Legacy Star.
Yeah.
Wolf, what's up?
Just hope you win away though.
The world famous.
Time for us to come back and restore order once again.
No doubt.
It's the world famous Get Out of Records. The infamous Amadeuz. It's your time, youngin'.
I guess it's on me then.
Second time around.
That's right.
I don't think they heard you the first time. Let's get back to the ball.
Check.
Get 'em, youngin'.
Yo, that's what they say when I step in the spot. My weapon's the Glock, I keep an extra tech in the lot. Me and Dot smoke sets in the drop, stacking chips, so when we got rich, it's nothing less than the yacht. Plus I know my flow's the best of the crop. Of new rappers, every bar sound louder than the tech when it pop. Top notch when I'm letting the Mac whip. One shot to have your block more lit than the Travis Scott ad-lib. Same campaign, young and doing the damn thing. With heat that'll make your skin bubble like champagne. You think offers can get gone. Plus I got weed that's the same of color as the rain and Prince song. You heard it's my turn, but if they in the streets tried to hate on our cake and snatch what our guys earn, but when will these guys learn? If I put the heat that they cheap, they can use the heat rational suburbs.
My man, my man, official bro,
Back to that York. Infamous.
my man, official Bronx,
Back to that York.
Yeah.
Back
you
to that New York
like,
shit,
you
right?
snapping like that shit. Ooh, it just sent chills. It's like I feel like I just gotta like say something wrong. I'ma slap the shit out of your
I want
ass.
to go smack the shit out of somebody. And one of the other things that I did too with my project, I did a lot of songs with 3 verses. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers doing 2-minute songs, 1 verse. Your niggas is just it's an excuse not to work. It's an excuse because you can't fucking rap. You know what I mean? Stop that shit, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, spit your fucking balls, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I got multiple records on my EP with 3 verses, hooks, and yeah, like again, it's just about identifying where I'm from. Like we were talking about, our city needs an identity. So I just felt like, you know what, fuck it, man. Let's keep it all the way New York, and we're gonna keep it New York moving forward. We ain't changing nothing.
Hey! Shout out to New York, man. Survival. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Is what they say.
That's real. That's real. So have what's the reception like, man? How are people receiving it? And I mean, I know you're getting good feedback.
Yeah. Well, that project I dropped before the pandemic. I mean, that shit was crazy. I was on Hot 97, which is the major FM station in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that shit was, you know what it was. People haven't heard nothing like that in so long that everyone gravitated towards it quickly. The DJs, the artists, even the young niggas who's doing the trap shit, they was writing bars and shit to that because, you know what I'm saying? I guess it was inspiring to hear some shit like that. You know what I mean? To hear some straight up New York, Bronx, back block shit, you know what I mean? That everybody could vibe out to. So the reception was amazing. That shit was crazy.
Real shit. So, and you mentioned the Bronx several times, man. We know you from the Bronx. Like, what was it like coming up in the Bronx for you, man?
Oh man, the Bronx was fucking grimy, man. Straight grimy. All the stories you hear about the Bronx and that's the Bronx. It's a tough place, but the Bronx is the home of hip hop. Hip hop was created in the Bronx, and I'm from Kingsbridge, which is about 5 minutes away from where Kool Herc, 1520 Century. We just celebrated the birthday of hip hop. Yeah, so I grew up in that area. You know what I mean? And when I was growing up, like you just had to be nice with the bars. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was. You couldn't if you was trash. Niggas beat you up, like niggas threw you in the garbage can or gave you a wedgie and hang you from the basketball court. Like you was trash, but rap. Not only did rap save my life, rap got me through jail. You know what I'm saying? Without catching additional charges, just the competitiveness of being an MC, but it's also entertaining when you can actually rap or just to be vibing out like us three, chilling, drinking, smoking, spitting some bars. And just enjoying what hip hop is created for.
Real shit. Did you produce that track?
Nah, Dream Life produced that record.
Okay.
I haven't actually produced a record for myself in a while, but not my next EP because I actually got a lo-fi album coming out. It's like half lo-fi, half of what you heard. After that, I'll be producing some records for myself. It's just right now, it's just about bars. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So you and I know I seen that you mix and record and all that shit. Do you do that yourself too?
Yeah. I got the studio downstairs, whatever. So I record. I basically do everything myself, and then I do send it out now to get mixed just for that extra ear. Like any musician, when you're recording yourself and shit like that, you just want that fresh ear that can mix your music. And shout out to my man Paul Bundy. He did a bunch of records for Kids and a bunch of other people. He does all my records, and not to go on about it too, but one of the reasons why these records do sound like that is because remember, motherfuckers know me as a national radio DJ right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I needed to come out swinging with these records, so it's not a joke, it's not a game. I fucking rap.
Right.
And I do a unsigned artist cipher on Shade 45, like I was saying. So I've done, we did 47 ciphers before the pandemic and then 39 after. And I'm putting these kids on the radio and I'm demanding bars. But by me being able to rap like that, I'm showing these kids that it's not coming from someone that can't do what you do or better.
Real shit.
I'm not telling you to rap from a nigga that can't rap. Nah,
yeah.
I'm spit too, my nigga. So let's get to these bars. Like, what we doing?
So out of that 39 or 40 artists or whatever that you've had come on to the cipher, have you been getting some good bars?
Oh yeah, there's this kid right now. He's all over the internet. He sound like Jay-Z. His name is HD. I was the first guy to put him on the radio. That kid is amazing. He got bars. I think with him sound like Jay, it'll be, we don't know, but yeah, the majority of the people definitely spit bars. I gotta say though, with the females though, I think a lot of the females have kind of messed up. I think it's just a nervousness, like you in the same room as Sway and people like that. But I'm really looking forward to getting some female MCs up there to really, when it's time to go back outside to really get their rocks off and show that the ladies can rap too. I think that's the one thing that I got a little chip on my shoulder right now that I haven't gotten the female MCs to go up there and kill shit.
Oh, well, I know a couple, bro. I'm going to send them your way. I know a few that got them.
Yeah, man.
Shout
Shout out to the female MCs. There we go.
Yeah, shout out to the female MCs. So, man, and I know you mentioned a project coming. Have you been recording a lot since this quarantine has started?
Yeah. Well, I did a whole EP during the quarantine called COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And basically, the COVID-19 EP, I wrote the EP in 1 week. We mixed and mastered the EP in 1 week. It's doing great on Spotify. It's doing great on iTunes and, you know, all the platforms that we have it on. The COVID-19 EP, though, is not really about COVID-19. It's just a time period. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but the EP was a little rushed a little bit. So, you know, when I'm coming into these type of situations, I like to send them that shit so you get a feel, and then they hear the other joints. You know what I'm saying? They know what it is from there. But I got a new EP any day now. The sequel coming out probably in about a month. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So and that vibe is gonna be different. It's like super like Maxwell, Common, like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a super vibe. I'm giving them a vibe on this one. You know what I mean? As an artist, you gotta be well rounded. You know what I mean? So
Real shit.
I just want to show them some. I want to show the people the same diversity I asked for.
Real talk.
Real shit.
Real
Now you
talk.
said Maxwell. I'm like sitting there thinking. I'm like trying to picture you or hear you singing like man, like on some Maxwell.
Not Maxwell. Nah. I'm talking about the way the beats are arranged.
Soulful shit. Yeah.
They're like
Got you.
Common, Maxwell, like
Okay.
Talib Kweli, like
Okay.
those type of beats.
Right.
Like Jay Dilla and shit like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Lo-fi. Yeah. Okay.
Like
Good.
lo-fi, because at the end of the day, you know, now's not the time. I mean, I'm gonna shoot like 40 niggas on the album, but this is not the time for it. Like now's the time to talk about what's really going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I need them type of vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You that type of guy with those type of vibes, man. You dropping knowledge. I fuck with you, man. You tough. You know what I'm saying? You're smart. You know what you're talking about. You've been around the block, so you know a few things. You know, so if you know what I'm getting at, it's about that time.
Here we go.
That's right, it's time for Street Smarts Trivia Game with your hosts, DJ Bobby Hustle and Capo the Connect. Guaranteed to get your plug.
All right. We back around. So you did all right last time. What'd you get, like an 85? You know what I'm saying? Like a B plus? You know what I'm saying?
3 out of 4. That's like, I don't know.
Hey, you get your driver's license. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pass. You're going to get to the next grade. So we on the second round. All right, this is the part of the show where we play the game. We're just going to ask some questions. All you got to do is give us the answer.
All
right, first one, hip-hop history. Who was the first solo Latino rapper to go platinum? Was it A, Kid Frost, B, Pitbull, or C, Big Pun?
Now we definitely not fucking this answer up, man. Big Pun. Let's do it.
Final answer. Hey, you did it right. Big Pun. His debut album, Capital Punishment, released April 28, 1998, and went platinum. Okay. We ain't got to pull your card. A lot of people been mad if you missed that one.
I done got booed.
Capo, this your favorite category.
Man, who said that shit?
Gonna read your lyric. You just tell us who said that shit. All right. Here we go. The court played me short, now I face incarceration. Pacing going upstate's my destination. Handcuffed in the back of a bus, 40 of us. Life is a shorty, shouldn't be so rough.
That's my top lyricist of all time. If you ask me who's the top 5 MCs, he's number 2, but he's number 1 lyricist, Nasir Jones.
Final answer.
Final answer, hopefully.
It was expected, Dick. Wu-Tang Cream, 1993. Dollar bill, yo.
Bad, bro, bad.
He was so confident.
And I said it with such confidence, too. Like, yeah, you know.
I could have sworn you knew this.
Nah, you know what? It's unfair because your accent, and it's like you gotta read this shit. Like, I'm not reading it. I gotta read these motherfuckers, man.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Capo set you up, man.
Hey, you got a good poker face, though.
Fucked up, Capo.
It's all good, man. Hey, we all from the same place, man. We all grew up watching hood classics. So we're going to play you a movie clip. Just tell us what movie it is.
Now, this is what you call a hood classic.
I'm not guilty. You're the one who's guilty. Lawmakers, the politicians, the Colombian drug lords, all you who lobby against making drugs legal, just like you did with alcohol during the Prohibition. You're the one who's guilty.
That's New Jack City.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That's what it is. New Jack City, 1991. Let's listen.
I gotta redeem myself after three. Fuck Primo.
Woo, woo.
Primo.
Hey, that was good. That was close. We were sweating.
I fucked it up too.
With confidence, bro.
Hey, the poker face, man. Whether you right or wrong, you all the way in. It don't matter. That's what I would like about you. All right, so last one right here.
We gotta go in all the way, right?
You got to go in all the way because them boys will get you.
Excuse me, I'm gonna need to see some identification.
So it's ID check. We're gonna read your government name. Just tell us who it is. My government name is Lamont Coleman. Am I A, J. Cole, B, Lord Finesse, or C, Big L?
Big L.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Big L it is! Hey! Okay.
Everything else is like the fucking lyrics. Can you fucking lyrics?
The DJ.
They took the fucking lyrics. Incredible.
Hey, okay. And you still got a passing. You got like a 72. You know what I mean? That'll get you to college.
Well, that's what's that? Yes, it was 6 questions, right? In total?
It was 8 questions total.
6 out of 8? Nah, that's high. That's like a little 80 right there.
You got 80?
So
Okay.
short.
All right, I'm on the weed math. My bad.
Yeah, that's weed, man. I agree with you there.
I gotta smoke some weed before I come on this motherfucker.
Right, man. You got to be ready.
Hey, fam, so I want to ask you real quick because I know, like, I run a magazine down here in Nashville. Do you still do the magazine, the Get At 'Em magazine?
Nah. And the reason why was so the last magazine that I did, I had Chink Drugs on one side, and then we had Cardi B on the other. But Chinks got killed 2 days later after we shot. So we just decided that, we wasn't going to put the mag out. And then time had passed where everything kind of went into digital. So I just decided that, I wasn't going to do it anymore. And to have a magazine, you got to really be, like, patient. You know what I'm saying? You need time. And I was doing everything. I was designing the cover. I was doing the printing. I was fucking designing the whole shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
The magazine definitely, I do miss the magazine. I miss the physical print, you know what I mean? Being able to hand it out, like, and be able to give back to the outside artist community.
Yeah, I think with what we do, like, I think really the physical aspect of it is what kept us alive the longest, man, just because it's not what everybody's doing. So but it's like you said, man, it's fucking hard, bro. You gotta have patience, and it's not an easy game to be in anymore. That's why I wanted to ask you, because I was like, man, it's not anybody who's in the physical print game. It's not an easy game to be in, especially right now.
Especially not now. And just the physical print game in general, it has gone down. Like newspapers, they're printing less. Double XL at one time, like when I was doing the magazine, they were doing 100,000 copies per cycle. Now they're down to like 25,000.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? So it's just the demand for physical print. And it's only going to get diminished more now with everybody kind of inside, people not wanting to physically touch things anymore. Now is the time to really kind of just go to the online movement.
Yep. Well, you see where I'm at.
Hey, shouts out to the internet.
Exactly. So, hey, man, we're almost out of time. I wanted to ask you real quick if there's anything that you want to plug or speak on before we get out of here. And I know, Bobby, you got one more thing that you want to do, but before we get into the hot seat, is there anything that you want to just speak about or plug before we get out of here?
Yeah, look out for my new EP any day now, the sequel to Inphamus Amadeuz. Make sure you listen to me on SiriusXM, Shade 45, the Lord Seer special every single Thursday 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. playing nothing but throwback classics. And of course, subscribe to my FM radio show, The Inphamus Hour. I broadcast live every single Thursday at 9 p.m. Facebook.com/BoomBapNation.
That guy is a pro. That guy is a pro. He did that. He did that. Man, somebody cut that guy a check.
You gotta remember all the drops. That's why, bro.
Oh man, this is fucking wing, man.
Yeah, man. All right, man. So, what'd you say, Inf? You said you did an 82.5?
I gotta listen to all the radio singles from the 90s.
Right. Yeah. That shit crazy, man. So, Inf, you said you got like an 82.5. You know what I'm saying? So, before we get out of here, we got one more little thing for you. You know, real quick, we gonna get into the hot seat.
Ooh, that's gotta burn.
Yeah, that's gotta burn. So
how Capo just sits back, like knowing that he's about to get shit on, right?
No, ain't no shit. No, this is just, casual conversation.
He sits back in the corner. He's like this, like, yeah, this nigga's gonna fuck up right now. I know it.
Oh, no, this is an easy one, man.
Easy. This is all about you. So what this is a quick rapid fire lightning round. I'm gonna read you 2 options, either or. Just pick one or the other, whichever was the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't say neither. Don't say both. Here we go. First one: light liquor or dark liquor?
Dark liquor.
Big booty or little booty?
Big booty, always.
50K up front or 50% publishing?
50% publishing.
10 $20 bills or 6 $50 bills?
I'll take the 6 $50 bills.
Buy a new house or start a new business?
Buy a new house.
Cash out or reinvest?
Reinvest.
Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
Biden.
Hey, all right, my God, man. We appreciate you, bro. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no, for real shit, man. We appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to fuck with us, fam.
I know. I like how he fuck with you. He like $6 $50 bills or fucking $10 $20. Like,
hey, we about business, man. Everybody love money.
Yeah. I like how he flips it though.
Yeah, man.
I like your answer about buying the crib because you just copped one recently. So congratulations on that as well, man.
Yeah. I mean, you cop the crib and then you cash out and reinvest.
There you go. Rinse and repeat.
There you go. Well, we appreciate you stopping by once again, man. Anytime you need us for audio meds for anything, bro, you're part of the family. Let us know. We got you.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Yo, Capo.
Yeah.
The Boom Bap man, like, he's snapping, bro. Like, every time when I'm mad at somebody, I'm gonna put that on and go slap somebody. Like, say something. I dare you.
I told you, bro. Like, hey, not only a man of many talents. Not only is he killing the media world, but my man's got fucking bars, and that's what I have to respect the most, man. I was like, yo. Growing up, just listening to hip hop, my man brought that essence back to it, made me excited to listen to that shit. So, man, I'm just honored that we got to be able to have him on the show, bro.
Man, shouts out to him one more time. Yeah, man.
So, Bobby,
next week, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, hit all those buttons, follow, like, subscribe, watch the videos, watch the snippets, and we will let you know what we're about to do next week.
The world has gone crazy, and we have the prescription for sanity.
We're live, Capo.
It's time to take your meds.
We got a good one today, man.
Audio meds.
It's your boy DJ Bobby Hustle.
Capo
The Connect. We have a special guest on the line.
Super dope artist.
We're going to play some games. We're going to have some fun. First question. Who was the first rapper to turn actor?
I was close on that one.
Audio meds. Take 2 and chill.
He already coming in with the bars.